It's scripted. LA's has mild winters, but we have winters. San Francisco has like proper.
You just have cold summer and hot summer is all you have.
Your palm trees can survive the winters.
Yeah.
That is not what I call a winter.
No. I love it. I'm happy to live summer all year round. But like,
Sure.
no, I think like somewhere like Singapore doesn't have a winter. You know, like then you're really like around the equator. Like there's places that literally do not have winter. Like some of the, like Singapore, Malaysia, some of those central
Equatorial.
places.
Yeah.
That's true. No. I do like that it can get cold though. Like I like a good winter.
I want to layer. I want to wear jackets.
You want to have a reason to drink your hot chocolate and be cozy up with the blanket and things when it's raining outside and or thundering or hailing and all that.
Put your blankets on and put on a good game of Dota, like the MDL Chengdu Major.
Like this one. All right, let's take a look. We have obviously already got our bans in. 2 different squads compared to previous, but we still have obviously the Chen ban, Night Stalker this time removed as well. I think the only one that stands out a little bit is the Dro Ranger.
Yeah,
which we got ignored. No, not ignored. Yeah, we did.
It was banned, I think, game 1.
Yes, it was because then Nico Baby just started playing Night Stalker.
Yeah. Only thing to me that stands out, CK gets banned, so Moo's gonna have to play a different hero for once.
Yeah. Unsurprising there. Ooh, hero that's still in the pool that we saw banned out previous series all round is
Alchemist.
Mirana.
Oh.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot because we're seeing some quote-unquote unconventional bans for this patch. Void was another I was going to say. I guess AA, very good synergy with the Void, but also preemptively prepares you for that Alchemist pick if it does come out.
That's true.
Obviously, AA is pretty much known for his ability to counter healers. You typically don't see it without that, but it's now going to deter and block pick some of those heroes. There's Liquid. Hi, Blitz.
Hi, Blitz.
We miss you.
We're waving. What are they doing with the fingers?
The
I don't
two
know.
fingers.
It's maybe it's like a
equals.
morale boost.
They're making the equal sign.
Or X's, because it's MDL X.
Yes.
Yeah, but that you should do that with one finger. Why would you use
double X? Just don't want the triple X. That's
MDL number 20.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the AA. I think it's
double bubble.
Very early on to pick something like that, especially without seeing like a Baden or an Omni Knight, like you said, healers.
But maybe they just want to prevent them from picking the Alchemist.
Yeah, but are you going to second phase ban AA if you pick Alch?
Yep.
I don't know, but J-Storm scoop up a Lycan.
There's the Coach Jimmy. 2 LA locals coaching. Teams competing against each other. When has that ever happened before in Dota? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Representing LA.
Wow.
There we go. Fun bit of trivia for you guys.
Jimmy Demon Ho.
They're very different style of coaching, though. Isn't Demon also the drafter at the moment, or am I seeing that wrong? Or is it just because he is sitting down at a computer?
He is sitting down. Blitz was relinquishing all the chairs to his players.
Yeah, and he was more in the in between computer screens.
Yes. Let's read
Demon
into
is
the emotional implications.
Demon
of this.
looks very serious, whereas Blitz was just doing side.
Chopsticks. My man's just doing this.
So Sankin comes out, probably the 3 position. Very gives you some. I think it's just good control for a Lycan. It's probably a good lane against the Lycan. Sandstorm very annoying to play into. And now the Rubik. We've seen a lot of these Rubiks pairing up with like Abaddons in the off lane as these strong dual lanes, which can really pressure the Void. I think that's something that TNC showed. One of the best ways to deal with Void is just have these lanes that give them a really rough time, because if Void doesn't have free farm, it does feel like the hero takes a lot longer to have an impact on the game.
They have a lot of answers for Lycan. So I'm so as it is, the Chrono fairly good solution versus Lycan.
Yeah.
And now they have the Dream Coil on top of that.
Yeah. He gets a BKB, Puck gets an Acceptor.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a strong pick. Curious to see, is it going to be a mid Puck? Are we looking at a 4 position out of the Sand King, or
I'm putting my money on Boxy 3 position Sand King.
Okay, and then Puck mid?
Puck mid.
So they're going to last pick their 4 position? Because they have the last pick of the draft.
Yeah, I guess. That's a good point. Because I don't think you save Taiga for the end.
Yeah, but perhaps that's where you're just keeping Sanking as a flex pick in your mind. So
that's
it's
true.
like you can pick your mid last if there's a really good option, and then you can do puck off lane, Sanking puck lane basically is your 3-4. Or if it suddenly is a good puck mid game, you do pick up 4. But there's the Rubik Abaddon lane, very strong dual lane. This is, to me, one of the strongest lanes in Dota right now with how good Curse of the Avernus is and how good Fade Bolt is. Like level 1, this lane is just insane. They just right-click you down and you can't right-click them back.
And an AA is not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot against that.
You can throw out Chilling Touch every time.
Chilling Touch is a great spell, to be fair.
And it's fun. It feels very rewarding.
Yeah.
Because you kind of
I
feel
love
like you're
taking
doing
range
something,
creeps.
but you don't do as much as an Abaddon.
No.
That's unfortunate. I do like the emphasis that teams are putting on the team fight, by the way.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rubik can steal everything, so you have more team fight coming out there for J-Storm as well. But that's, from a viewer's perspective, it's exciting.
Always exciting.
Yeah. See, it feels like there's a lot of damage issues on this J-Storm draft right now. Like, they don't really have anyone, like, any hero killers.
No.
Like in Abaddon Core is like, they're both good heroes in their own right, but they need a mid laner that pulls it all together, like that kind of Lina, Quap type hero. Something with
Burst.
playmaking potential, something that gives them that like kind of X factor to their draft.
Sets the tempo of the game.
Yep.
Tempo setter, which is so other than the heroes you mentioned, what do you want to see from 9?
9 had played a Zeus one game.
Ooh.
I would not mind seeing that again. Viper.
I don't know. That does not really fit
No,
that
that's not what I had in
description
mind.
of what I felt like their draft needed. So
And
No.
there's nothing to break at all.
yeah, this feels more like let's
Except time lock.
5-man death ball them. Let's go for more of like this push strat with around Lycan where you've got the sustain of the Abaddon. He's going to be getting the the pipe type items. Viper is going to theoretically also get some of these utility items.
Is Mirana just ignored this draft then?
Looks like, yeah, I guess so.
And I saw it on the Fear's note
Yep.
pad. There was Mirana was
Mirana.
written down on it.
Oh.
It's like, you
And
should have known.
last pick Razor against the Viper, good lane matchup.
Yes.
And it's a Fata team. It's not Fata. This is new Liquid. What are you
That's
talking
new
about? For some
Liquid.
reason I had
Yeah,
Fata in my
no.
head. Like, Fata's picking
if I
Razor
ever
for
see
himself.
Razor, yeah,
no,
exactly.
Okay, it's not Fata. I'm
Yeah,
going
it's a
crazy
quick
here.
fire
Quick
Razor.
fire.
It's a good Razor game.
Is there anybody you guys favor?
Yeah, I like Liquid.
Oh.
I despite being very apprehensive about this Ancient Apparition, I think that this Lycan has too much to be worried about. I don't think he's going to be able to just split push to his heart's content. He's going to have to join in fights, and whenever he does, he's going to have to deal with Razor.
There are so many answers to the Lycan.
Yeah,
to
there
it.
really is. There's so many stuns control. They've got 2 that go through the BKB with the Ag Stream Coil and the Chronosphere. Static Link as well is very good this game, not just in the laning stage. So I'd favor Liquid as well.
What needs to happen for J-Storm to have a good game then? Like, what's their game plan? They have this plan with the Lycan to push, to fight together.
I think Rubik about need to crush their lane, and then they kind of need a snowball. They don't want to be playing like a game where it's kind of even or they're playing from behind. They want to snowball out of the lanes.
Okay. Snowballing out of the lanes. That seems a perfect winter strat, even though it's fall. Still stuck on the seasons here. And I could have maybe worked in some Storm reference
Wait,
in
what was
there.
the fall trivia again?
That you want to go see the Panda
Oh,
Cup.
right, maybe pandas. Maybe
Yeah,
pandas.
All right, let's head over to our commentary team of LD Fogged for the series.
That's right. Thank you, Shiver. Welcome, Fogged.
Hello.
We've upgraded our analytical abilities here for this broadcast. Just kidding,
Upgraded.
Mr. Parker. He's like literally right
Yeah,
over
he's
there.
like
He's
right
going
next
to
to
come
us.
and
It's okay.
whack me in the head
It's fine.
as the game starts. But we'll get into the game now because the teams are not pausing. They are ready to battle. Everyone's favoring Liquid. Do you share that sentiment, Fogged?
Oh, I mean, I definitely like their draft a little bit more overall when I look at it. Just straight up on paper, they've got good hero counters, right? The first 2 Lycan pick, Razor, very good versus it. The Void, the Puck, these 3 heroes traditionally very good versus Lycan, so definitely liking that. And overall, yeah, Liquid's draft, they have strong... We've done a lot of pauses, I feel like, in the beginning, right?
I'm just like mad at myself because I said the word pause. The jinx is in.
Yeah, it's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall it does look very strong for Liquid. I could see J-Storm. They could snowball. I think that's the one big thing. That's why I think they went for this Viper. They want to just have this hero that can hopefully do well in the lane. He's versus a tough matchup of the Racer, but if they do get their lanes together, they could just like take a Rosh and just close the game up before this Void's able to actually fight. Because it's also a force sanking, which is kind of greedy, I believe actually. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it was a force sanking. But he's kind of got like 3 position items. Boxy's got like the 4 position items on the
got
puck.
the early Bassi and Tango.
So maybe they prioritize the farm on Taiga a little bit in the lane.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
Just feels like there's more ways for J-Storm to win. Or sorry, for Liquid to win. You know, they have great lanes. Game is pretty much in the bag.
Yeah.
They have bad lanes. They could still come back. They can team fight. They can still just try to play the farm game and, you know, dodge if they need to. It's J-Storm who have to set the tempo.
Yeah, they've got, like you said, bases covered, just in case shit hits the fan. J-Storm probably doesn't have as much backup lines, I would say, with what I see, at least at the moment.
How do you feel about Viper right now?
Not crazy about him. Not the most crazy. I could see him going for like some, like if the Baden doesn't have a good start to get those like group up items, if he does get like the Atos, the mech and stuff like that, that could be strong versus Void because you've got like that hold down for him. But
I think they need the Atos. They have just Rubik, right?
Yeah.
Like, Moose is going to have his hands full.
But then it's like you want this Viper to be this like kind of distraction for your liking to cut around the back line. So you want it to be kind of tanky and stuff in the front line because it's all magic damage really on Liquid. So I mean we'll see what items they decide to play out with, but
Don't snore, guys.
They're
Stay
snoring.
energized.
We're not snoring.
Drink a monster. Be ready for a long night shift.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen you, David.
How have I aged?
I would say gracefully, but
You really
I
had to
would
think
say
about
it.
that. You're like, gracefully.
Gracefully.
Very gracefully.
it's just been time. I don't know. It's just weird. I look over. I'm used to it's always Owen. You know, it's always just Owen next to me. But now it's you again. It's been a very long time.
Yeah,
It's
we
nice.
couldn't get Owen for this game. He was too engrossed in his Pokemon sword / shield.
He's obsessed.
Apparently put 20 hours in already. Did not sleep on the plane. Played 11 hours straight.
Owen never sleeps on planes though. He just plays games. I don't know how he does it. He's just always gaming. Owen's like actually.
Wait,
Pretty
who are
insane
you to talk?
Well, but he's okay. I game like one game. You know, I'll play like my
World of
Dota,
Warcraft.
my WoW at the moment.
Yeah. Path of Exile.
I don't play PoE. I do not play PoE.
You used to play.
I played very little when Merlini was playing. Ben got me into it.
What do you mean very little? That is not what I heard.
I didn't play that much. I really didn't. I
heard
played for
you
3
guys
days
were
straight.
insane. 3
No,
days
I just
straight?
played 3 days straight with him and didn't really sleep.
Okay,
much
it's
those 3
it's the
days, but
binge gaming though.
It's the binge gaming. I'm a binge gamer.
Yeah.
Owen is definitely an overall just long time gamer, and he plays like 30 different games at the same time while having like 5 different versions of the. I don't know.
He's got
Owen's
his
crazy.
side games, you
Yeah.
know, his one night stand games.
That's
his
very true.
committed long-term relationship game with Dota.
You're actually right. He
I
kind of.
hope.
He really does have that.
Better watch out, Cheever. Just saying.
I mean, he's definitely got a lot of.
He's a good boy.
He's got an appetite for games.
Just to clarify.
Just for games. What's going on? Did we even find out anything? Did they say anything? Or was it just a straight pause? It looks
No,
like.
Brax just spamming.
Just a bunch of snoring.
Spamming his snores.
People are looking tired. I was seeing them all on the, those camera shots, those nice HD camera shots that we were getting of the players. You know,
Yes,
they were yawning.
We've tapped into the security cameras at the venue. You know,
Mhm.
bring you guys the high-quality footage you deserve.
Yeah.
Good to see Blitz there.
Yeah, Blitz
Yeah.
was there. He was working on the draft with them there a bit too. It's definitely this is a fun one. This is a fun one. It's Blitz versus the NA boys, right? It's like Liquid versus the NA guys too.
Blitz the Betrayer.
It's true.
No, actually, he's been with the EU teams.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. He's the Liquid Golden Boy, I guess.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
true, right? He left and then came back. Maybe something with Liquid. It might just be.
Just- He loves blue, and we're back into the game.
And we love blue.
And we love blue too. It is a blue, semi-blue strat.
Oh, are they gonna get the wolf? Money. That's the pause right there coming into play. You forgot you had your wolf up there.
Ugh. Big loss, or win, depending on which side you're on.
And they get early observer reward aggressively, watching out for lanes. And at the moment, it is Liquid's. They're poisoning themselves at first as like this aggro trying. They'll switch, but I feel like I see them do this a lot. Even in like the games I saw them doing when they were first forming, they always just like scouting lanes, maybe get like a lucky first blood, something like that.
Boy, I gotta tell you, I love seeing an Abaddon with an early point in Curse of Avernus cast a lot of ice Abaddon. He's just like constantly dying, getting the heal to deny himself, not even bothering to skill the passive. That is not how you want to be playing Abaddon. It feels real bad.
And we've seen, I mean, this ability's gotten so crazy. People just love this hero too. I'm just so surprised to see how much it's like really popped out. Like after TI, it was already popular, and then just every game we see, like almost every game, a Batten Legions, all these healers, sustains.
The tanky saving offlaners are in vogue now. So they're actually going to leave this Void alone for the time being.
Okay, so they're going to look to just punish, maybe get a first blood, and then ditch afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, it's not like Void's in any danger of dying. He has already skilled the time walk to be safe.
Yeah, they may just start poking Moose. They have a lot of damage coming in between them. Good blinding light.
Might just
Maybe
mean
just
Fear
settle.
is the dead man instead. Orb comes through. Good closing maneuver, and Fear, no TP. Nowhere to go but back to the fountain.
Oh, and
He's going to be out of this for quite some time now.
Taiga takes it. So we were talking about how Taiga seems to be playing like kind of the core based on the items that he started with. I mean, maybe they give him these early boots and then start giving Puck items. Could be a decent approach.
This is going to make the lane hard too, because now Keeper has to do the walk of shame back.
Yeah, his TP is on CD for 25 seconds, so Moose should get pressured quite a lot here. The other two lanes, I think mid, Razor overall should win this matchup. Got this movement speed advantage over Viper. You get the link off every time. Sure, you get some harassment back, but yeah, Razor tends to win this one pretty handily.
And you don't pick the Viper not to win your lane, right? So
yeah, it has to just be an overall
that feels
game plan
bad.
thing for them.
I mean, you mentioned potential Atos builder, probably won it versus the Void. So we'll see how that develops. Early days here, but you see Moose trying to keep the pressure up on Insania, on the Ancient Apparition. McKay farming decently well, despite the early Batten pressure. That's the 6 CS, so not a disaster start for J-Storm.
Nope, definitely not. Just that one death. Just has to be certain. I think Parker was the one who was saying like he wants to see a lot of pressure out of this bottom lane. I agree. I want to see Moose as well as Brax really put the pressure onto the Void, onto Mickey. Not let him get like any of this farm. And right now they're doing a good job. But yeah, I think they have to have a good time, at least in bottom lane. And I mean, like if the thing is that mid's gonna be such a disaster. Like Koikfa's just gonna crush 9, so they need to have these other side lanes go well.
This top lane, the Wolves are starting to become a problem. Taiga taking a lot of harass, has to commit his salve. They're doing some pulling with Fear. And we'll see if they can stay in the lane, but definitely getting easier for Mu as he levels up to 12 CS.
Yep.
Do you see Boxy trying to contest that hole?
This is like the full J-Storm limit where it's just like, let's just try to get stuff out of here. We're not trying to kill anything, but we're just trying to farm here, pull a lot, get our levels, make sure we don't die, but we're never going to set up a kill. If we do set up a kill, someone made a mistake.
Man, Koikfa 9 denies Fog. You said it was going to be a rough lane. This is pretty brutal.
It's just you always have the movement speed advantage, you have the base damage advantage, you have like every advantage in this type of matchup. Sure, you're getting poked, which is a little annoying sometimes. You might drop a little low, but in last hits, you should be very solid on the Razor with that animation.
Invis in top. Nobody really interested in grabbing that. Wolves are going to come scout it out, and see Moose fairly low here. Brax actually wanting to go in on him. Oh, nice shield. Gets him back to safety. Mickey gets involved as well, so blows being traded. Still no kills in this lane, and
they're just trying to mess with each other's creep pulls. Moose will get it off this time.
Insania is going to try to contest it.
So some last hits maybe.
Who's going to get the centaur?
Nobody. Do they get the bash? Oh, Moose is super low.
He's in danger. No time walk for quite a while, though. Able to walk away. 4 minutes, and what do you know? There's a regen rune. Hallelujah. The dream.
He's like, oh, but I just bought a salve. Oh, well.
They did have a ward here, so he knew.
Yeah. The absolute dream. So yeah, J-Storm they are doing well in the other two lanes. Lycan, like you said, he was getting his levels. He's got that farm sustain coming up, the Batten as well. But yeah, Viper falling quite far behind. Oh, quite taking some tower hits.
So for J-Storm, like, you know, decent lanes as you mentioned. They're gonna lose the Ancient Apparition bottom. Is there like a particular objective you want to see them go for aside from just the general like let's win the lanes? It's like certain towers they need to take or items they need to pick up.
I think there's a lot of neat moves that you can do with the Lycan. I think as soon as you get your Dominator, the world's pretty much your oyster. I think you can your best bet is probably going bottom and trying to get that, but it's a void, so maybe you don't try to dive. But he's got low level time walk, so maybe you can. You just dive past it afterwards with your book. with your Dominator build when you have your ulti. So I think the level 6 in particular on J-Storm, get that on Moo, and he can either go mid or you hit bottom with your ult, the first ult usage.
Okay, try to dive the tower and get a kill.
Yeah, dive tower, get a kill, force reaction. You may be able to even get a tower, like a good amount of tower pressure out of it. Still going to be some time, though, as his Dominator is a little bit delayed.
Taiga has made his rotation onto the mid lane. There's no vision, and he comes marching in. 9 no boots, just the wind lace, and it's not enough to get him back to safety. But an amazing blinding light by the old man. Maybe at least saves 9. It might cost Moose his life, though, with all this damage, no? Koikfa, too low to chase. Doesn't have the move speed either. So he ends up getting out.
Sick blinding light there by the old man Coddle and old man Fear. That was good.
Yeah, how appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a Twitter post after TI, I think, about how he wanted to prove everyone wrong that like old men can't play. Yeah.
I mean, might as well, right? Look, March.
And he's showing off the skills there.
Dude, March too, right? March comes in, he's just like, yeah, old men can't play, goes to TNC, wins a tournament.
Yeah, and they looked really solid today as well. So we'll see if the old men have anything left in the tank. I sure hope so, because otherwise I won't be here much longer.
Yep, I turned 30 in like 3 weeks. I feel
Congratulations.
That.
It's only uphill from here, apparently.
Sure, I'll take it. Brax.
There is no chrono yet.
Or the bashes.
Time walk.
0 bashes.
Terrible point.
Come on, Mickey. No bash again. It's prime now.
Don't waste it.
Oh,
no, he wasted it.
How's their stacks coming out there? It looks like Fear is starting to get those set up. Taiga will start to move in to be able to scout that out.
Can they contest them? They do have a decent amount of AoE with the Razor. Oh, Taiga.
Ooh,
backing away.
They tried to push him. Doesn't quite get him the right way they wanted. He could have mangoed and stunned downward anyway.
Yeah, they're real committed to these stacks right now. Level 2 Nether Toxin, good XP for the team. They're giving the lane mid to Moose, and the tier 1 mid very healthy.
Ooh, is he going to kill the Oh, he's actually killing the Mud Golems inside the Nether Toxin. Usually we see a lot of players, you pull the Mud Golems out because it breaks it. So you see there they don't split.
You don't get the main
Yeah, you don't get the
yeah.
extra. It's sometimes a little tough to do. I think 9 is just trying to maximize right now. So he's not doing that, but you lose a little bit.
They're moving in. Just shrined for this. Fear's going to be the one in front. He gets caught by Burrow Strike. Koikfa quickly cleaning him up. No fancy moves for him this time.
I like these movements by Taiga. I think they're like super nice because he doesn't need to help top anymore, right? What's the point? Puck's already free farming. He's versus a Lycan. It's not like Lycan's going to contest him much. So Taiga now has free reign to move around, scout, get information.
Oh, they've got Chrono. Going to try to make a jump onto Brax in the bottom lane, catch out the Abaddon. The chilling touch damage combined with the cold feet is enough. They get the kill. Meanwhile, Taiga also on the run, but he burrow strikes down to the low ground. So he'll make it out safely. And they get the Abaddon right before the borrowed time.
Very nice there so far for Liquid.
How do you feel about this Diffusal Blade rush on Voids? We've been seeing it more this tournament, less Maelstrom first item. I know Nico Baby really likes this build a lot. He's gone for like 2 or 3 Void games in a row.
I mean, I could see the merits. It's one of the better agi items in the game, if not like the best one for the cost of its components and everything. It allows you to get like kills when you don't have Chronosphere. You just like time delay Diffusal. I think Diffusal is a good, like just overall amazing item.
Okay.
We saw like at these unlikely things like a TI Grand Finals. You see a Gyrocopter build Diffusal and stuff like that too. It's just super good item versus especially these like strength offlaners too, who have like low mana pools, couple hits. Abaddon's not gonna do much.
That was like the super old school Void build was the Manta Diffusal.
When they used to split.
Yeah, yeah. Taiga getting caught out and in trouble, but the puck is coming in high inside the Sandstorm. They're gonna throw down another Nether Toxin. Taiga will fall, but so too will the Viper. That's a trade you'll take any day of the week. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, diving onto Mickey, they have the silence. They've rotated in Moo. Don't have the follow-up damage to get the kill. Didn't have mana for the shapeshift.
Oh, yeah. I guess he just poured it down and just used Wolves a little bit.
But they're going to get the tower with that TP out. It seems maybe not with Taiga coming in.
They don't have detection. They do have a dust at least on the Lycan, so they could try, but he's just going to Sandstorm sit on the wave if they commit too hard.
And they're rotating.
Yep.
They don't want to give these free towers up.
Bounty runes as well. J-Storm bringing 4 to try to get these here. Liquid starting to get a bit spooked.
There's the net to start. Moose is coming in. Gets the lift back. It's the TP by Koikfoot. Not going to be in time. And Moo racing down to the bottom tower now. Has the dust. Taiga's already out of there. So they're just going to try to trade. Rotate Mickey top, TP comes in. Bit of a dance from the teams as Brax will then make his own rotation, try to hold this tower.
They want him right away.
They have Chrono again, but this time he's got borrowed time, hasn't skilled it yet. He's going to eat the bubble, and now he will as the cold feet comes out. They're going to turn back for fear. Good blinding light. Orb comes through, does not connect, breaks the coil, and he will die. Brax was trying to throw out the heal, but the missed coil didn't get there in time. Probably would have died anyway. Now Brax in danger. They're going to lose their Abaddon as well. Suddenly Boxy with a double kill on a killing spree. Nice little start here for Liquid.
That was a nice heads-up play by Liquid, right? They saw all the people bottom, so you're like, okay, they definitely TP'd some people down here. They definitely made some rotations, so we know we can freely dive top. But we see 2 people TP top, it's likely that they're not going to be able to bring too many reinforcements. They read the map really well.
Moo, he popped his dust down bottom. Taiga's trying to TP out. Is he going to make it the Wolf? Oh, didn't get there in time.
It's close.
Yeah, his hero wasn't near him. He's just like sent the wolves in, popped the dust for around the trees. Thought that was going to be a sick kill. As 9 will snag this tower last hit. But Boxy's coming in, no coil for 15 seconds.
Damn, Boxy's super farmed. 3-0-1, 52 last hits. He's top of that. Oh, he just passed it, but he was top of the net worth there for a second.
He will be again, maybe.
It's an excellent puck game too. Versus the support heroes, versus Abaddon, versus Lycan, it's just excellent. Like you said, limited lockdown. They only have a Rubik lift for this puck.
Yeah, he's gonna need to steal Burrow Strike if they want to actually get a kill on the puck.
Yeah, or like the puck's waning rift. I guess a few small options that he can definitely go for.
But he's often the puck's first target in these fights, so it'll be tricky. Boxy has the coil ready. They're going to burrow in onto Moo. Fear's waiting in reserve. Blinding lights in the back. But the coil going to hold him in place. He runs around in circles, ring around the Rosie. But still taking damage. The orb does not connect. They have another burrow strike. 2 seconds. He's going to turn back, try to take the Sand King with him. He does end up getting out. The AA ult did not last long enough. Moo survives. A great escape from him. They lose 2 for that, and now they're going to lose a tower as well.
Beautiful little
I thought he was
going
to shatter, but it just didn't last long enough.
If that puck orb hit, 100% he was gonna, I think 100% he was going to die there. But he literally just ring around the Rosie and got out of it. That was well played.
Apparently, you can teach a dog new tricks.
And even the little things too, like blinding light. The blinding light pushed the Sand King away, so the epicenter didn't actually connect fully at all. Yeah, that was very well played there by J-Storm, securing themselves tower. This is going to give them a good chunk of map control here, which I think they definitely needed.
If I told you a couple years ago you're going to see Keeper of the Light picked all the time and he's not even going to skill Illuminate, you would have said I'm full of shit.
I would have said they got rid of it. They would have reworked the hero.
Deleted the hero.
Got rid of the spell. I mean, they kind of did it in essence just because how good Blinding Light is, but...
It's insane. Yeah. They're going to jump top. Chrono, Ice Blast, big commitment on 9. They need more bashes. He gets another. He has the time walk forward. He doesn't want to do it. With that blinding light, tries to run away, but the Ignis is waiting for him. So Viper just a bit too durable.
Some cooldowns are wasted by both sides there. Chronosphere as well as the Willow. Not looking. I mean, the Chrono was a little ambitious, I would say, because there was a Viper who was still pretty high out. The Will-O-Wisp. There's no way you're getting a kill out of that one either. So those are a little bit strange to see them dishing them out there like that.
Yeah, long cooldowns too.
Yeah. And in the last fight also, like you mentioned, Moose, he does have Burrow Strike now, so that's going to be pretty nice, at least for the Rubik. One of the best deals in the game.
Liquid about to get some big pickups here. The Yule Scepter on Koifa coming pretty soon. We're going to see the Puck. Well, Puck Blink actually still a ways to go. And the Void Diffusal.
Yeah, he's like 200 gold away from it.
There.
Yep.
As for our Dire side, let's see. Vlad's completed on Brax. Dominator's been up on Moo and now working towards his completed boots, it looks like.
I think he's got book 1 finished. Yeah, he's got book 1 finished on the Lycan now, too.
Okay. Oop. Lost the Rubik. Liquid trying to get out of there. Abaddon on the hunt.
Mickey just, I can't tell if that was on purpose or not, but he started TPing the base and then canceled it. Maybe wanted to stay in the top area. He emoted right afterwards, so I'm thinking it might have been a cancel, but he gets to pick up his Diffusal Blade from the side shop there anyway, and there's Bounty Rune spawning, so...
Tiger wants to contest this, but Moo is in the neighborhood, and once again, they come prepped. Burrows away, so it does at least secure that Bounty Rune, giving them a 2 for 2, but Fear up top. He's in trouble with this Diffusal Blade. Quickly brought down.
And I saw someone TPing on the Wolves. I was like, whoa, 9 has Boots of Travel on Viper. That's not something I expected to see.
That is an interesting pickup.
That's a very farm-oriented kind of pickup that wants to be playing like the split push, I guess, with Lycan and stuff like that. It's,
I guess it makes sense, right? Like, you're not dominating that hard right now, so the game is going to go a bit later.
yeah, I guess it like allows him to continue to farm instead of just like being a Viper that can just fall off and have nothing.
Oh, Taiga with the TP out. Just one thing J-Storm is lacking is that way to cancel TPs.
Yeah.
Only moves, and he can't be everywhere.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we were talking about the Atos. It has a couple different merits for it, but no, he's just going for the Veil. He's going for the build just around himself.
Pure deeps.
Yep.
I feel like they may regret not having that Atos. Is anyone else gonna
I don't think anyone else really can.
cancel TP? No, I don't think so. Yeah, Lycan's going for book 3.
Yeah, Abaddon has to go for the auras because there is all the magic damage. He has to do the pipe.
So Liquid are just going to play the keep away game for now as, well, Sand King getting caught out. Burrow Strike trying to retreat, but the Will-O-Wisp is there. Good orb away by Boxy. Move, though, on the chase.
Ooh, misses
drops
the
the
coil.
coil, whiffs the coil. The army keeps on going, chewing up that Fairy Dragon. They'll force him back. They'll try to trade on mid, but already 9 is moving into position to hold this tower. They drop the Chronosphere. They just catch the Viper on the rim. They get the bashes they need. They get the kill. But here comes Moo. Stolen Sandstorm. Will be able to hold the tower at least, so they get not a clean tier 2, but they will get the tier 2 without giving one up.
That's a nice deal. It's not a Burrow Strike, but you just halted their entire push in that mid lane just because of this, because they don't have protection. And now you can sandwich from behind. Not gonna be able to find anything, but you've got a lot of info now. Look at this. This whole bottom side has been taken over by J-Storm.
Fear. Not the neighborhood he wants to be in. Is feeling very squishy with that Diffusal Blade. Just one Void right click, like a fifth of your health almost.
It looks like it's gonna be the Manta Diffusal build on the Void, so he's going for the old school build.
Mickey gets caught out in the mid lane, but they just don't have the tools to keep him fully controlled, so instead it's Moose who gets sniped.
You could see that happen quite a lot in this game, I feel like, with the Void Chronosphere, with the Puck, as well as the AA from like the sidelines, even Sand King too. We could see a lot of different, like, global, I guess you could say, pickoffs happening from the side of Liquid. As J-Storm move, he will catch the stun on Koikfa.
Doesn't have a TP, has the Yule Scepter. The team is streaming into position. Brax gets there. 9 is coming, has the Viper Strike available. Just trying to lob in an auto attack, not enough. The TP rotation back the other way. Here comes the Puck with the coil. Abaddon just going to borrow time, retreat back. So J-Storm, their lack of catch is feeling pretty problematic right now. Meanwhile, Liquid
Moo.
finding Moo. Well, who's found who, I suppose? In comes the Ice Blast, in comes the Epicenter with the Burrow Strike. Big AoE combo. Moo's in danger now as well, but he does get the lift off. He steals the Burrow. He turns it back the other way. Onto Taiga. He still ends up falling in turn. So too will the Sand King. But man, look at the damage Mickey dishes out. Fear is dead. That's a double for the Void. J-Storm, you just cannot afford to be losing fights right now.
And they were clumped in that area, and look at the Sand King. I think Taiga just picked up the Blink Dagger right before that fight, gets a beautiful ulti. The only reason Koikfa actually dies is because Eye of the Storm hit the book and killed the book, so he died walking back toward his base. The Lycan did a good job of at least sending that onto the Razor, so they got a little bit of a trade kill. But Liquid able to set up for a very nice fight while they did not have Chronosphere up, and now Chronosphere is at the ready.
So yeah, Mickey gets the Yasha, but looks like he is going to get a BKB. So not going straight Manta.
Still safe. I think playing versus a Coddle, you need BKB, it feels like. Will-O-Wisp and Blinding Light just make you feel pretty miserable as a carry a lot of the times.
Yeah, makes sense. Here comes Boxy looking for this tower mid, but 9 has an Invis rune. Puck is going to get the tower.
And he blinks
and
out.
Just gets right out. They just struggle to punish these aggressive Liquid plays. Book 3 now up on Moo.
Let's see if they can try to bait if they can bait a fight to make Liquid use some ult, and then they run straight to Roche. I feel like that's like the best play that J-Storm could do right now. Obviously not die to the ultis, but if they can get to like a support caught by something, that could be nice if they could try to sneak that Roche. With this book, it's definitely a possibility. With the bet and the book,
Haste
really
rune
easy.
stolen by Taiga. runs away. It's scary though, right? Fighting around the pit against all these giant AoE heroes.
Yeah, I think they have to do like a distraction play. Like distract somewhere else, send those like 2 heroes that could try to do that. That's one of the better plays. Because if you show in lanes, they have a lot of ways to catch you.
Ice Blast coming through. Nice. Attempted dodge there by Moo, but he is still going to get caught out a little bit. They're looking to turn this fight around though. They've brought the whole gang and they rip up Koikfa, so maybe it is Roche time. Chrono is available, Coil on cooldown. Buyback is up on both of these heroes. No, J-Storm smoking and going deeper, looking for the next kill.
They have
Mickey just time walked directly away from them. They're TPing in with the Viper. 9 doesn't have a whole lot of mana though. No Viper Strike.
Moose wants him. He still has the stolen coil. He really wants Mickey here.
Is this a possible kill? It's going to be tough.
They're expending a lot of time chasing around for
They
this.
could just be, I guess, trying for the Roche, but
I mean, Boxy's taking top tower during all this as a puck.
Some things.
God, the lack of catch is brutal right now.
He's still kind of dancing around. Is he? Yeah, he's still fine.
Here comes Moo. He's caught him from behind, gets the coil off. Will have the lift available and tries to hold it as long as possible into the Necro Army. Finally, they get that pesky Fairy Dragon. Meanwhile, bottom, Ice Blast just off the mark on 9. They could still chase this, though. Koikfa's moving into position. Burrow Strength just had him with a tip at the center as well. Insta TP out. 9 looks like he won't make it. He'll Scepter.
Yeah.
And that's a dead Viper. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Insania literally just shows up and takes the kill.
Classic AA. Do you think that J-Storm is getting enough right now? Because they're down on net worth. They did go for like more of the farming Viper.
I mean, it's okay. They want to have a gold lead. They want to be more ahead of this than this right now. Like right now they're behind, so yeah, definitely want to be able to get more out of that. Their book usage was actually super lucky because he'd used it to farm, and then Liquid actually walked into it and took a fight into it. So that was kind of lucky there for J-Storm. But yeah, they want to be a bit more. They really want, like, the Roche is everything for this.
So this is interesting, or maybe to me anyway.
Moo
is going for the Ags.
So they're all about split push, it looks like.
Liquid have a lot of creep clear though.
Yeah.
Is this gonna work?
I have not gotten to see it in action in a pro game, personally myself. I think I saw like some people doing it in pubs and stuff like that, but
It seems like it could be very strong. I'm just not.
it forces the lane in super hard. It
Yeah.
really does. I mean, it's the 3 wolves, but and I think as soon as you pick it up, it spawns the wolves, and that spawns at the 30-second market as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I haven't gotten to see it in action. I'm wondering how much potential it could actually have. If they feel like their team fight's actually going to be strong enough in order to be okay with like your wolves just having a split push kind of action.
Or maybe just thinking we don't want to team fight at all,
Yeah, maybe.
like you said. So J-Storm smoked again. They have the Necro Army in mid. Gonna rotate back towards the top side of the map. Still unable to find that clean Roche. And it's Insania keeping tabs on the pit with the Ice Vortex.
Yeah, they know that is the most important thing for them. They have the way better team fight around the Roche pit area, so as long as they can keep tabs. The warding right now is really nice too on the side of Liquid. I still almost say Alliance. Jeez, it's so hard.
Yeah, it's imagine like if you just stopped watching Dota
I
after
know.
TI and you come back, it's like it's Liquid. Who the hell is Boxy?
Oop,
What
Brax.
happened to Kuroki and friends? They're gonna fight Brax here. He does have a pipe. He's very tanky. Has to borrow time, but he's losing a lot of mana to this Diffusal Blade. He's gonna be forced back. The fight gets a little spread thin. That's probably how you want it if you're J-Storm. Epicenter revved up and is only the Sandstorm stolen by the Rubik. Not the ideal grab. Insania on the run, nearly dies to the Lycan army.
Ooh, they killed most of the book though.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, they killed the big one, and the wolf.
And they're just split pushing. 9's just down bottom, wants to farm up this BKB. It's Liquid taking the fights and, on offense.
Yeah, they're holding most of their cooldowns. I mean, they popped Eye of the Storm. That one's not really much because it's 60 seconds, but the Epi and that's it. They have so many different ones that they're like, we can actually throw these ults for individual kills because we have a lot.
Yeah, just use
of
one of
extra.
them. Use the coil,
Yeah.
Use the chrono, use the burrow strike into Ice Blast, but you don't have to use them all.
Yeah, now look, they're setting up for top. Mickey, he gets the chrono before the blinding light.
Has the BKB now. What if they stole in here? It is a chronosphere, but not if you're dead. You don't get to use it. Bash, burrow, and
Oh my god.
Rubik was hopeful.
That that got ugly pretty quickly, and it's feeling like this could continue to happen. Like, this is the way that their lineup wants to play. They want to just be looking to take fights, and J-Storm, they're playing just, they want to play full split push.
It's hard to split push now.
Yeah.
You've got a Puck with a Blink, a Sand King with a
Taiga?
Blink.
Is he just dead? Oh my god, is he actually going to get out because the caustic's low?
Oh my god. He's fine, it looks.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to cut him off, but not going to happen.
And Mickey goes and kills the book, so extra gold for the Void again.
Oh dear.
Boxy in free place to just be like, oh, they're obviously trying to push lanes out as much as possible. They have no catch for me, so I'm going to go cut the wave that
And
they're
he's
pushing.
building a Lincoln, so at that point, even the Rubik's not catching him.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult.
So you can't catch the Void, he's got a BKB. I mean, almost certainly you're not killing him. You can't really catch the Puck, he's about to get a Lincoln's. You've got a BKB and a Yule Scepter on the Razor. Like, someone has to really mess up to die.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like Liquid the supports can die, sure, but like the rest of them, they're starting to get really built up to the items that you want to see on Liquid's heroes versus J-Storms, like you said. Having multiple Yules, having BKBs, Razor's hitting critical mass already, level 20. He actually doesn't even take the armor talent, he takes the Eye of the Storm interval, which I feel like is like, I'm feeling really good about myself right now.
And he's Versal Lycan too, that's a sign of the times. Okay, here comes the Wolf Army. But might just end up being extra gold for Liquid.
Yep, 45 money.
It's not that much.
It adds up, David. It adds
Every
up.
little bit. Time Walk cast range, pretty standard.
Yep.
J-Storm are pushing. Trying to keep these lanes shoved in, but Taiga just sits there with the Sandstorm. Thou shalt not pass. They're going to draw the line.
Like how do they have to kill him inside the lift? Because he's got the Yules, so he can just Yules afterwards and then maybe even get out. So they have to do this really well to be able to kill Taiga. And it's deep. It's just a kill. Like, they can't actually turn that into a tier 3 yet. Although they do have most of them in the area at the moment.
Mickey's got a DD bottled up, and Liquid are thinking Roche.
Uh-oh.
Sends in the Manta Illusions.
Oh,
Let
man.
them tank.
If they get this Roche.
Might be all she wrote. Can
Yeah.
J-Storm try to force them back? Sentry drop down.
They scan. They know. If they can force the issue here, this could be okay for J-Storm.
I don't think they want to go into the pit. They'd rather try and isolate the Sand King, bring him down right quick. Gets off the Yule Scepter and burrows out, but he is dead. Brax will finish the job. They've already brought back Box. They've grabbed the Aegis. You got to get out now. Here comes the Chrono. Here comes the BKB Razor. Sapping all of 9's damage. Boxy's just fine. Full HP. Now Mickey lunging in. Gets off the Chrono. Gets the kill on the Viper. Cleans up a Wolf push. They did lose a tier 3. That's something, but they're going to lose Brax in turn as well on the J-Storm side. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. And dies to a bash. Snoring all the while.
I'd say it's a pretty favorable trade there for Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Aegis getting a pretty big kill on the Viper. Viper's now very, very weak, and so is the Abaddon. It's kind of just the Lycan now that has to make something miraculous happen on the side of J-Storm. As he is split pushing a lot. I mean, he's doing
taking
work.
down some shrines here.
Trying not to feed the Dominator, but he gets the bash.
So Liquid are going to lose some map control for sure. They lost that tier 3. They're going to lose the bottom shrine, I imagine, at some point. So they are very hard to kill, but it's also going to be hard to group up and take fights. Maybe J-Storm can play around that.
Yeah. Gonna have to try somehow.
Burrow initiation in the mid lane. Blink, and you will miss it. Dead Fear. Another kill. It's just like nowhere safe for these supports.
No, and it's so they didn't even have to use an ultimate or anything for that now that they've gotten so strong and quite fun.
Meanwhile, opposite story, BKB, TP out, nothing you can do. It's tough for J-Storm right now.
Oh, they're gonna try to build a catch here. Boxy
On the Boxy, they have the lift.
Got to break the Lincolns.
Break the Lincolns with the Fade Bolt, drop him back into a Centaur Stomp. They've got the control, but the Sand King interrupts it. The coil comes out the other way. It's Moose who falls. Your Puck will be just Foyne and Mickey's chasing in, looking for 9. Doesn't have the Chrono, but he's got an Aegis, he's got a BKB. 9 tries to fight him out with the Shrine there, but another Time Walk, gets the bash, gets the Manta off, Burrow follow-up, and that's going to be a dead Viper for dinner.
Oh, and Sanya almost got the last hit again with the Ice Blast there. He's trying for them. But yeah, they're kind of dancing on them at this point now. Like one lane is being pushed in. Bottom seems to always be getting pushed in, but the other two, Liquid do have the tools to address that. And now Taiga, wondering if maybe someone queues up a Boots of Travel in a second. Might be even be
Seems
him.
like that's the one missing ingredient, is just a little more mobility around the map.
Yeah, I feel like Taiga's looking, he was looking to try to stop Brax's TP, it looked like there.
He found him. Yule Scepter comes out. Foxy joins the party. They've got the Void here with the Dilation Slow, as well as that Diffusal Blade. Can't even stay with Taiga. They will blink back to safety, and they get the Brax kill. They're trying to split push, Giannis, but it's just too many kills, too much gold being fed away.
Yeah, and they're even, it's not just like you said, gold. It's like they're killing the book almost every time too. Extra bit of money there for them every single time. This is the story of it though. When you lose that Rosh and you have a lineup like this with a Lycan that you've built so much around it, it makes the game just super hard to play. And I mean, Liquid, they addressed this Lycan with 3 or 4 of their picks, as the panel talked about too.
I'm struggling to see how J-Storm come back.
Yeah, it's looking like they have to. I mean, Liquid has to make some dire mistakes, and then this Lycan needs to somehow get some like Rax opportunity. That's these mistakes coming out from Liquid, it seems.
Like waste your BKB, run in 1v5, or some sort of crazy base race scenario.
Yeah, I mean, the Lycan has to do everything, because you look at Viper, you look at 9. Sure, he's got Boots to Travel, BKB, Veil, but this is a 19 health Viper at 30 minutes plus. This is not the place where you want to be. You want to be like way more farmed or like closing the game out with these type of items.
Now here's an item you do not see very often. It's a Mask of Madness on Void. I mean, in the old days it was very popular, but with the Time Walk cooldown being so low, he doesn't think he's ever going to die.
I mean, I'm just seeing the way that they're queuing up some items, and I feel like Liquid's starting to feel themselves a bit in this one.
Yeah, pride cometh before the fall.
Right.
We'll see. For now, they're just fine, though. They're going to engage onto Brax. No backup in sight. Coil deployed. Yule Scepter coming in. Sets up the Ice Blast. Beautifully done. Borrowed time. Tries to run. The Burrow off the mark. Just a wee bit short. But Boxy keeps on blinking forward. They get up silence. The Ignis covers the path of retreat. They're also pushing top with Moo right now. Mickey going to time walk in. They've lost their courier in the midst of this.
Who got it? Was it Mickey killed it?
Taiga.
Oh, Taiga. Wow, I'm blind. It says it right there.
And they got a tier 2, I guess.
Yeah. Tier 2 claim. They had to use their Will-O-Wisp to get away. Small gains. They have to try to get something out of the map as now it's a full butterfly for Mickey. On top of that, Morbid Masculinity, of course, disassembled the Mask of Madness into. That is a very farmed 33-minute Void, I do have to say. 8, 0, 10, 320 last hits. I don't think you really see a Void much more farmed than this in many Dota games.
He's almost level 25.
Yeah.
What do you go for here, talent-wise? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I think I still see most people take the Chronosphere AoE, but Backtrack's so nice. Backtrack's sick.
He's already winning man fights, I
Why
guess.
not,
So,
right? Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're in such a comfortable position.
Just don't even take a talent.
I guess the Chronosphere one would be the best, just because it works best with your lineup.
With the AA, with the
yeah, with
epicenter,
everything else.
all the AoE.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see Liquid at the. I almost said it again. Liquid at this point, they just back up. They know how comfortable they are at the game. They're just farming up. They're like, all right, if you want to bring the fight to us, you can, but I don't think you're gonna want to. So now that we've got our lanes pushed out decently, we can go look to pick up fight our own.
Moose has a blink. Doesn't guess right though. Burrow strike the wrong direction.
Oop, mid though. They will find 9. He will be the target. They're just gonna throw the Chrono. They do not care.
Easy Viper takedown. And they were just not able to catch that puck, unfortunately.
And they knew everyone was bottom because they were chasing Taiga out, so he was very well aware that nobody was sitting behind Viper.
And I think that's the Rubik Blink debut.
Yep.
So now Liquid can play a little more cautiously. Still very tough to get these kills, even with the element of surprise.
Yeah, they're starting to like switch their items up a lot. I saw Brax had the Aghanims queued up like the whole game on the Baden, and then now he just switched to the Radiance. I think he's feeling like we need somebody else to try to do some damage, do something in the game, because me healing everybody's not going to do jack at this point.
The only one who's going to be doing damage here is probably Mickey, who's just found him in the jungle. gets to work with the bashes. They do get a nice 2-hero throw strike from Moose. Can he turn this fight around? Following up with the Will-O-Wisp. Mickey just time walks right past him, gets the defusal on Moose. Time walks away, swagging a little bit. Mickey blew his BKB for this. That's about as good as you can hope for from J-Storm.
Yeah, that's definitely something there. They get out of it. They have to disengage.
When your victories are not dying, though, it's hollow at best.
And it's on your side of the map, too, so it's like, ooh, we don't even get to really do much. All right, let's farm some lanes. Let's push the lanes out.
Yeah, they're itemizing now towards late game. Looks like a Scythe on the Viper. That's going to be their catch.
That's the catch that they, at 36 minutes. I mean, they'll have it now. Yeah, it's hard. It's got a Blink Dagger, too. Blink Dagger, I think Blink's always a valuable purchase versus Void. He just, he jumps on you. You can blink usually before the Chronosphere.
Really probably wishes he'd gone Atos now. Moose is lurking near top, but nothing to really do without like 4 other heroes in the neighborhood.
I think he just wants to like nuke the waves, try to keep these away from their base. Yeah. Oh,
it's like, excuse you. How dare you Fate Bolt my creep wave?
No, this is where actually the carries usually deny every single creep that you Fate Bolted and make you feel really bad.
Yeah, how dare you?
But he's not going to.
He's a nice guy. They need their creeps against these 3 wolves. You know?
Yep. Doing a good job of J-Storm doing a good job of just keeping these lanes pushed in. Bottom always seems to be forced in and double catapults. We'll start to cause some problems. Boxy will have to respond.
J-Storm has been smoking. So it's just like, where do you smoke? Where do you go? What do you do? No good options. So they'll just play it safe. To take the Chronosphere AoE, not too surprising.
Yeah, and they took the attack, as you always do, the attack speed on the Razor. Like, they're already level 25. That is... I actually haven't brought up the graph in a while. Let's take a... Oh, my. Yeah, so 23,000 gold and then a 30,000 experience lead. Experience is usually one of the bigger ones I like to look at because it tells a nice story.
Rubber band's hard if you throw.
It does indeed.
But it's hard to throw this one. Liquid gonna go for the next Roche, or at least set up. But first, Mickey wants to clear the high ground, maybe find a wayward hero on their own.
I'm surprised he went for the full Satanic in this one. I mean, I can see why. Like, he's like unkillable, but like I feel like he kind of was already at this point.
Like another damage item instead or something?
Yeah, I feel like this is like a super safe kind of route, but it works out anyway. I feel like he could have gotten a lot of different items at this point in the game, so.
Dig on 5.
I mean,
probably not.
I mean, he could, but.
But why? Yeah, he's got the cheese as well as the Aegis. Pretty solidly 8-slotted Void right now.
I mean, crazy. It's only 38 minutes. 38 minutes, 26,000 that one. I mean, that's crazy high.
J-Storm shoving in this bottom lane, trying to avoid the inevitable push from Liquid. Start to converge towards top, join up with Mickey, stay together, be safe.
No creeps though. Yep.
They'll have a hard time getting to the base. That is the one thing that J-Storm have going for them. Can always try to rat it out.
Ooh, look at this line drawn. Koikfa, he knows that there's lurkers in the jungle, lurkers down in the bottom lane. He wants to go for the big wraparound.
Yeah, a bit of an infestation, do I sense.
That means top lane's going to get pushed in really hard by J-Storm too, though, as the Wolves already begin to start that. But will they catch people here?
Maybe they'll play the keep away game. So that's going to be the plan. They've latched onto Brax. Yule Scepter setup. Ice Blast follow-up. Gets off the borrowed time.
Does he get the suicide off?
That is the question.
That would be so impossible.
Oh, God.
Koikfa hitting for a nice 450 damage at this point. Also having a Satanic. So they're durable. They're very durable on their cores.
This is what you call throw insurance.
Yeah. I like that. So the Wolves go to work, pushing in top. And, yeah, J-Storm just trying to play this keep away.
That's a big army. Somebody's going to need to D this. It'll be Boxy.
He's got the bots. Yeah, he can join his team. So he's going to be the one that just constantly defends.
A little phase shift, playing it safe, blinking out. The team is shoving in mid. Liquid looking for that first lane of Rax. 9 trying to split push, but the puck is there to stop it. And so they're going to get a tier 3 mid. They can maybe go for full racks should they desire. And look, doesn't seem they'll give anything up just yet. So a good move by Liquid overall. They do throw out the Will-O-Wisp. Now's the chance to engage. They're going to get the Void once. Man, that damage.
And that Nether Toxin is no joke.
Really stacking up. But he's got BKB for round 2 if he needs it. They'll get the melee. They'll look for the ranged. Liquid, eyes on the prize here. Full lane of racks. Immediately rotating top. They want to put an end to this game. 41 minutes. It's dragged on a little, but it's pretty much been Liquid favorite the whole way. In comes Moose. Can he make a play?
Nice
2 heroes,
stun.
burrow strike. Beautifully done. They've caught the Rubik. That's the big playmaker out of the picture. Everything thrown on Koikfa, but he heals right back up with the Satanic. Now the Void jumping for Brax. Double buyback. Time to retreat. Play it safe. They're trying to finish off Insania. They've gotten him with the Lycan army, but that might be all they get. Still Chrono is available. Tower dropping quickly.
It's so hard to play Lycan versus Puck. He just literally was coiled and just dies. He just runs around in circles inside that coil, and since he doesn't have BKB, he's just dead. He went for an Orchid build, going for like Orchid into this next item Nullifier, but that just means he can't BKB and just walk out of coil. So he was just stuck in it and just died. He got his, like you said, he got the kill on Insania with his minions, but gave his life for it.
Clear win there for Liquid. 35,000 gold advantage. All lanes except for bottom pushing in right now. Could be really safe and, you know, wait it out for the next Roche, but I think they've got all buybacks at this point. Yeah, 5 buybacks, so they'll take Shrines. Could probably look for that second lane right away.
Yeah, I think you can send Boxy bottom, push out the wave. He actually has an invis rune. Maybe Boxy is going to try to hunt first. Nope, just kidding. He nukes it immediately afterwards. And Koikfa looks like he's maybe going to try to find someone down bottom. He's building toward a, wow, Daedalus. I mean, they're feeling confident. They're feeling really good about the way the game is going, obviously. They can go for these luxury-esque items.
Koikfa will deal with that wave. Liquid staying grouped up middle.
Dude, I've never seen a Daedalus Razor, actually. I'm actually kind of hyped if he gets the link off.
Looks like the maximum possible crit he can get.
Like 280 with the 121 plus 87.
Oh, Corona!
It's a lot.
It blacks out the map, and it kills off first the Rubik, probably more. Mickey going for extra kills, diving in behind enemy lines though, trying to man-fight it up against the entire J-Storm squad. His BKB lasting for this. He'll get wise and back away. He's not that strong. But that was without the full squad in tow. Razor's moving into position, as you mentioned. Completed Daedalus, 4,400 gold in the bank, and they found another. Looking for the Abaddon. Ice Blast comes through. They have broken up this Sand King, and Mickey keeps the chase going. He gets silence, but the beautiful coil from Boxy. Follow-up from the Illusions. Koikfa getting in position, gets up the Static Link. Look at the damage ticking up to almost 300 stolen, and still going strong with the BKB. He's hitting for 500 a pop before the Daedalus crits.
I saw an 1166 crit. That's one of the biggest crits I've ever seen on Razor.
And it's going to be one of the deadest racks or thrones you've ever seen in a couple of seconds here. As Koikfa looks for Brax. He'll leave that kill to Miggy, buys back instantly. J-Storm, they're out of gas in the tank. They are going to drop game 1. A convincing win by Liquid.
Yeah, this one looked... this one just looked really tough on paper. When I looked at J-Storms, I just was confused how they could actually just like press their advantage if they got one out of the laning phase into turning it into all these objectives, and they couldn't really. The lanes were not won. Liquid seemed to do excellent in all 3 lanes. Lycan farmed fine, but the other lanes was definitely Liquid favored, and from there you're playing a Lycan Viper draft that's behind in the early game. That's not easy.
Yeah, and then like with the way they itemized, it was almost guaranteed to drag the game later, allow both teams to farm, and that just clearly was much easier for Liquid to find pickoff. So
yeah, I mean, they went bots first item on the Viper and stuff like that too. So yeah, I feel like it gave Liquid time to just be like, all right, well, now we can do kind of whatever we want in this game. We have a Void, we have a great late game, great everything. So,
well, everyone believed in Liquid's draft, and they were right. We'll see what Shiva and the boys have to say about being right now.